Reading.
Listen and practice.
In a quiet village surrounded by green hills, there lived a simple man named Karim. His home was a small cottage made of stone and wood. It was not big and it was not fancy, but it was clean, warm, and full of peace. Karim did not have much money. In fact, he worked every day for only $10. He worked hard in the fields, planting and harvesting crops under the sun. Across from Karim's cottage stood a large, beautiful house. It belonged to a rich man named Mr. Salim. His house had tall gates, shining windows, and a large garden with fountains. From the outside, it looked like a perfect life. But inside, things were very different. Every day, Karim followed the same routine. After a long day of work, he walked back home slowly, enjoying the fresh air. When he arrived, he would wash his hands and begin preparing his dinner. Though his ingredients were simple, he cooked with care. His meals always smelled delicious. After eating, Karim would take out his old guitar. He would sit outside his cottage under the soft light of the moon and play gentle music. The sound was calm and beautiful. Sometimes birds would gather nearby as if they were listening. After playing, Karim would read a few pages from a book. Then he would lie down and fall into a deep, peaceful sleep. On the other side, Mr. Salim lived a very different life. He had servants to cook his food, clean his house, and manage his daily needs. He had more money than he could ever spend. Yet he was never at peace. Every evening, instead of relaxing, Mr. Salim sat in his office surrounded by papers and numbers. He was always thinking about his business. He worried about losing money. He worried about new projects. He worried about the future. His mind was never quiet. At night, while Karim slept peacefully, Mr. Salim lay awake in his large bed. He turned from side to side, unable to sleep. His thoughts kept him awake. Sometimes he even got up and walked around his house, feeling restless and tired. One night, as he stood by his window, he heard something soft and beautiful. It was Karim playing his guitar. Mr. Salim listened carefully. The music was simple, but it touched his heart. He watched Karim sitting outside, smiling, relaxed, and free from worry. Why is he so happy? Mr. Salim asked himself. He has so little, yet he sleeps better than me. He smiles more than me. This is not fair. Day after day, Mr. Salim observed Karim. He saw how Karim enjoyed his meals, his music, and his quiet evenings. Slowly, a strange feeling grew inside him, jealousy. One day, Mr. Salim had an idea. Maybe, he thought, if Karim has more money, he will become like me. He will worry. He will lose his peace. Then I will not feel so bad. That evening, Mr. Salim filled a large bag with money, more money than Karim had ever seen in his life. He waited near Karim's cottage until the simple man returned from work. Karim was surprised to see the rich man standing there. "Good evening," Karim said kindly. "Good evening," replied Mr. Salim. "I have something for you." He handed the heavy bag to Karim. "What is this?" Karim asked. "It is money," said Mr. Salim. "A gift for you. You work very hard. You deserve it." Karim was shocked. He had never imagined receiving such a gift. He thanked Mr. Salim many times and carried the bag inside his cottage. That night, everything changed. Karim opened the bag and saw piles of money. His heart started beating fast. He began counting the money again and again. He wanted to be sure it was real. Hours passed, but he did not notice. He forgot to cook his dinner. He did not touch his guitar. His book remained closed on the table. Instead, his mind filled with new thoughts. Where should I hide this money? He wondered. What if someone steals it? What if I lose it? What should I do with it? Every small sound made him nervous. He checked the door many times. He looked out the window again and again. He was afraid. The night became long and heavy. Karim lay in his bed, but he could not sleep. His peaceful mind was gone. It was full of worry, just like Mr. Salim's. When morning came, Karim looked tired and unhappy. He had not slept at all. He sat quietly for a moment, thinking deeply. Then he stood up, took the bag of money, and walked toward the rich man's house. Mr. Salim was surprised to see him so early. "Good morning," Karim said. "Good morning," replied Mr. Salim. "How are you? Did you like my gift?" Karim gently placed the bag in front of him. "Sir," he said calmly, "I came to return your money." "Return it?" Mr. Salim asked, confused. "Why?" Karim smiled softly and said, "Last night I lost something more valuable than this money." "What do you mean?" asked the rich man. "I lost my peace," Karim replied. "I lost my sleep. I lost my simple joy. This money brought me worry, fear, and restlessness. Before I had little, but I had enough. I had time to enjoy my life. I had a calm mind and a happy heart." Mr. Salim listened silently. Karim continued, "Money is useful, but too much of it can take away the things that truly matter. I prefer my simple life, where I can eat, play music, read, and sleep peacefully." He paused, then added something more. "True wealth is not what we have in our hands, but what we feel in our hearts. A full heart is better than a full bag." These words touched Mr. Salim deeply. For a long moment he said nothing. Then he slowly sat down and looked at the bag of money. For the first time in many years he began to think differently. That evening something unusual happened. Mr. Salim walked out of his large house and went toward Karim's cottage. Karim was sitting outside holding his guitar again. "May I sit with you?" Mr. Salim asked. "Of course," Karim said with a smile. They sat together in silence for a moment. Then Karim began to play his guitar. The soft music filled the air once again. Mr. Salim closed his eyes and listened. His mind felt quieter than it had in years. "Can you teach me?" he asked gently. Karim nodded. "Yes, but first you must learn something more important." "What is that?" asked Mr. Salim. Karim smiled and said, "How to slow down." From that day on, Mr. Salim started to change. He spent less time worrying about his business and more time enjoying simple things. Sometimes he even slept peacefully. And every evening under the quiet sky, the rich man and the simple man sat together, sharing music, silence, and something more valuable than money, peace.